What if I told you, you don't need 8 hours a day to make money with AI? You don't need to quit your job. You don't need to work nonstop. You don't need to learn everything. You just need 1 hour. One focused hour. Every single day. Because the truth is, most people don't fail because they don't have time. They fail because they don't use their time properly. They jump between ideas. They overthink. They consume too much content. And they never execute long enough to see results. But what if you had a simple system? Something you could follow daily, without confusion, without overthinking, without switching paths every week? That's exactly what this is. A 1-hour AI income system that you can repeat every day. And if you actually follow this, you won't just feel productive. You'll start building something real. Because this is not about doing more. It's about doing the right things, consistently. Let's start with the first rule. This system only works if you protect that 1 hour. No distractions. No multitasking. No checking your phone. Because one focused hour is more powerful than 5 distracted hours. Now here's how the system works. Your 1 hour is divided into 3 parts. Learning, building, monetizing. That's it. No complicated strategies. No endless tools. Just 3 simple actions done daily. Let's start with the first 15 minutes. Learning. But this is not random learning. You're not scrolling YouTube. You're not watching 10 different videos. You're learning with purpose. You pick one skill. Just one. It could be AI content creation. It could be writing. It could be automation. It could be freelancing skills. And every day, you spend 15 minutes improving that one skill. That's it. Not 1 hour. Not 3 hours. Just 15 minutes. Because the goal is not to consume everything. The goal is to stay consistent. Now here's the important part. Once those 15 minutes are done, you stop learning. Even if you feel like watching more. Even if you're curious. You stop. Because this is where most people go wrong. They keep learning and never move to action. Now comes the most important part of the system. The next 30 minutes. Building. This is where your income actually starts forming. Because this is where you create something. Every single day. It could be content. It could be a service offer. It could be outreach messages. It could be improving a system you already started. But you must build. Not plan. Not think. Not research. Build. Even if it's messy. Even if it's not perfect. Even if you feel like it's not good enough. Because perfection doesn't make money. Execution does. Let me say that again. Perfection doesn't make money. Execution does. If you post content, you're building attention. If you send messages, you're building opportunities. If you improve your system, you're building efficiency. Everything you do in these 30 minutes should move you closer to income, not knowledge. Income. Now let's move to the final 15 minutes. Monetization. This is the part most people avoid. Because it feels uncomfortable. This is where you ask for money. This is where you sell. This is where you reach out to people. This is where you turn your effort into income. And if you skip this step, nothing else matters. Because you can learn all day. You can build all day. But if you never monetize, you'll never make money. So what does monetization look like? It could be as simple as sending 5 outreach messages, posting an offer, following up with potential clients, adding a call to action to your content. It doesn't have to be complicated, but it has to happen daily. Because money comes from consistent exposure. The more you show your offer, the more chances you have to get paid. Now here's why this system works. Because it removes confusion. You don't wake up wondering what to do. You don't waste time choosing between ideas. You don't get distracted by new opportunities. You follow the system. Every single day. 15 minutes learning. 30 minutes building. 15 minutes monetizing. That's it. And if you repeat this for 30 days, you will see progress. If you repeat this for 60 days, you will start seeing results. If you repeat this for 90 days, you can change your situation completely, but only if you stay consistent. That's the part most people fail at. Not because the system doesn't work, but because they don't stick to it. They skip days. They get distracted. They watch more videos. They chase new ideas. And they break the system. Don't do that. Because the power of this system is in repetition, not intensity. You don't need to go hard for one day. You need to show up every day, even when you don't feel like it, even when you're tired, even when you think it's not working. Because results don't come instantly. They build over time, quietly, in the background, until one day, everything clicks. Now let's talk about something important. What should you actually build? Because I know that's the next question. Here's the answer. Pick something simple. Don't overcomplicate it. For example, you can start an AI content page. Post one video daily. Use AI to generate ideas, scripts, and edits. And grow attention. Or you can offer a simple service, like content writing, thumbnail creation, video editing using AI tools, or even basic automation setups. You don't need to be an expert. You just need to be one step ahead of someone else. That's enough to start. And as you continue, you'll improve. You'll learn faster. You'll get better results. But only if you stay in the game. Now here's the biggest mistake you need to avoid. Changing your system too often. Because the moment you switch, you reset your progress. You go back to zero. So don't chase new ideas every week. Stick to one path. Give it time. Let it grow. Because every successful person you see didn't win because they found a secret. They won because they stayed consistent longer than everyone else. That's it. And you can do the same. But only if you stop overthinking and start executing. So here's your challenge. For the next 30 days, follow this 1-hour system. No excuses, no skipping, no distractions. Just 1 hour, every day. And watch what happens. Because if you do this properly, you won't just feel productive. You'll start building real income. And once that starts, everything changes. If you want more systems like this, subscribe to Income Engineering. Because here, we don't just talk about making money. We build systems that actually do it. 1 hour a day. That's all it takes. Now it's your move.